Okay, so I kind of want to touch base today on my opinion on being neurospicy and those who are neurotypical whenever it comes to like social interactions and things like that. Now, I personally was diagnosed with ADD at the age of 5, and this was back before like autism or anything, like before we knew anything like that. Which the more that I find out about the autism spectrum, dealing with my son, who we pretty sure is TISM, I'm coming to the conclusion that probably I have more autistic qualities with the ADD, and I mean it's all neurospicy stuff, so it's whichever way you want to identify it underneath that umbrella term. So I'm speaking from personal experience on this one. Now, whenever I started learning about how neurotypicals think, it really was like, wait, so you mean to tell me that not everyone thinks in pictures? Not everyone thinks in sounds, or and not everyone is going to be picking up on the smallest cues around them. And this, I think, has gotten a little bit of mix up with like the TISM part, because me as a person, it took me a long time to pick up on social cues. And I actually remember instances throughout my family and friend group and stuff like that, because I've always been the awkward one. I've always been the weird one. I've always spoke in more direct ways. I've always asked people uncomfortable questions, and it's not until I ask the question and I see their reaction that I'm like, oh wait, maybe that wasn't something in the social standard, so to speak. And the more that I'm learning, the more that I'm processing all of this, I am finding out that the mental chatter that is going on in someone who's neurospicy, the mental chatter that's going on in their brain, right? Because whenever we are in social situations, we are paying attention, trying to pay attention to what you are saying. But if there's some noise in the background, or there's something shiny that catches our attention, or if we are, whereas someone like me, who I am paying attention to every single piece of their facial expressions, what's going on around them. I am aware of my environment heavily. I'm definitely a person that likes to sit back and observe everything and watch how everything's going before I actually like go into said situation. And it comes from years of me being told that there was something wrong with me, that there was something wrong with our brains, wrong with my brain, and that's not true. It's just the fact of neurospicy people think differently. They are aware of what's going on in the room, but they're also aware of what's not going on in the room, if you understand what I'm saying. So something I have found out to help with like this mental chatter, because neurotypicals, this is what I'm noticing, neurotypicals are able to be in the room a lot easier. They're able to be centered into the conversation and truly engaged in the conversation, where someone who is neurospicy has about 50 other squirrels running around in their brain other than the conversation that's at hand. And I truly believe that this is a form of a spiritual, definitely a spiritual gift that I always kind of felt was a gift, but I'm glad that the mental part has kind of brought to the fruition of how everything is. So the point that I make is that if you're someone who is neurospicy and you deal with a hard time, because I've done it, me personally, have a hard time in social situations and stuff like that, being able to be fully engaged in the conversation and all those kinds of things, meditation. And it takes some time to learn how to properly meditate as well. It's more than just closing your eyes and listening to a guided meditation. It is more than that. So if you guys have any questions on how to meditate, anything neurospicy or astrology based, or I also sell Amari products, just hit that like, comment, and follow. But meditation is definitely one of those things that is going to help people who are neurospicy, because the point of meditation is to be able to zoom out from your thoughts and not emotionally attach to them and not judge them. You just kind of let the thoughts roll through, and it's like the best way that I know how to describe it is like you're standing on the side of the road watching traffic, and all these cars are flying by, right? Those cars flying by, those are your thoughts. Those, especially someone who has racing thoughts, things like that. And so we don't jump out into front of traffic and try to stop the cars, right? So meditation is not about stopping your thoughts. It is about allowing a sense of non-judgment about your thoughts. It's about being able to separate yourself from them and see them from like a wider point of view. And you are concentrating on your breath at the same time, but allowing these extra thoughts to kind of swirl around you. And whenever you get good at this, you come to realize that you begin to react less reactively to things. You begin to start seeing things from a much wider point of view, that it's not just about me, and that we are the observer of our thoughts. We are not our thoughts. And half the time, the thoughts that you're thinking aren't even your own thoughts. They come from outside influences that are influencing the thoughts, the programming from outside of you that influences the thoughts. So whenever you start to go within and go and meditate, it teaches you how to look at those emotions, how to look at those thoughts from an objective point of view. And in doing that, it creates this open space inside of your being where you have more open space for thoughts, for emotions, and they're not quite as racing anymore. And so, yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I really wish that we could start teaching children meditation techniques. I really wish that they would bring more Eastern medicine into the Western culture over here. Because I would love to see a world where things like meditation and Eastern medicine and holistic medicines and things like that, well, that can be more brought over here into the Western world, so that we can begin to heal all of this BS from the inside out. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope you guys have a great day. I love y'all. Bye!